that there'll be plenty of runs to be scored here. Lots of boundaries last night, maybe not so much today. That extra bounce might still be there, but I think because it's a used surface, the areas that have been repaired by the groundsman, lots of trotting on yesterday, maybe not so much movement from those areas. Maybe a little bit of low bounce, also a little bit of turn. Let's enjoy a fantastic penultimate game in the LPL.
Thank you very much, Tino. And we heard Mohamed Nabi have a little bit of banter yesterday as well with a few of the Gold Gladiators about the pitch. He bowled 2 for 20 in the end. His inclusion into this Colombo star squad from outside the squad, how much of an impact has it had on their improvement?
It's impacted their squad massively. And we didn't talk about him in the build-up. His inclusion coming around the wicket yesterday into the pads, he was miserly, but you also forget his experience and his ability to finish in the middle with the bat. So he's another one that they have with Papara and Angelo Matthews that can potentially finish. So he makes their squad a hell of a lot stronger.
Rajata, 8 wickets at 6.26. When he's bowling well, what's he executing?
I mean, movement for sure. That's what Rajata does. Movement, as well as if he gets a right length, the awkward bounce what he got yesterday. I mean, just looking at what Tino said about the pitch being a bit dry from yesterday. I think yesterday we had a tinge of green, but today it has died down because the covers were on for such a long time. So if Rajata with the new ball can push it up and move it a bit, bounce will be there for sure because this looks fantastic. So I reckon Rajata with the new ball along with Surang Lakmal, as I keep saying again, couple of wickets up front against Falcons. A lot of pressure on the Falcons.
And we're about to hear from Benny Howe, who was very impressive last night, 3 for 17 off his 2 in that eliminator. He's also been pretty handy with the bat for them as well, striking at 190. What does he bring to this team with the ball? He
brings versatility. He's so different. I think he's got 10 slower balls. I mean, it's ridiculous. He now bowls a little bit of leg spin as well.
Which confused me a little bit the other day, I must say, Mickey.
Yeah, it did. Me too. But he's done the job, and he's a sought-after franchise cricketer now. He really is. And then you throw in his batting, again, a really good package.
He brings it all to the table. Let's hear from him now.
Yeah, hi, Benny. Considering the struggles you guys have had in the first round, how confident are you coming into the semi-final?
Yeah, we've had our ups and downs, but at the end of the day, it's a knockout game. And after our win last night, I thought we bowled and fielded incredibly well on a tough wicket, and the guys with the bat finished us off. So, look, anything can happen in a semi-final. We're sort of rolling on good form now from last game. So, yeah, hopefully we can bring it on today.
Yeah, looking back at your side, where is your greatest concern in terms of the areas you need to improve?
I don't know if I want to call any concerns, but in terms of strengths, I think now we've found the right balance with the batting lineup. I feel like if we keep wickets in hand in the power play, we can really build on that in the middle and the end. And if we bowl like we did last night, I think we sort of hold ourselves in good stead for tonight.
How much does experience play a role in a league like this, considering the experience you guys carry? I mean, you guys have some really experienced cricketers.
It does. I mean, I guess in knockout games, there can be some pressure. So it's about going out, expressing yourself, and just what will be, will be. And I think the experience that the guys who played in qualifying matches before will know that, so they can bring that on with the youngsters as well.
On a personal note, tell us about your experience and your thoughts about the Lanka Premier League.
It's been great. I mean, I've enjoyed it. It's been tough bowling in Kandy with all the dew. I found that quite hard to grip the ball, but now here in Colombo, the ball, there's not as much dew. It's nice, so I've really enjoyed it.
Benny, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
Love to hear that positive attitude from somebody like Benny Howe. We spoke about Kandy's openers a little earlier, Mickey, but one man that you've been really impressed with, Kamindu Mendes. Tell me why.
I just think he's improved his game tremendously. He scores both sides of the wicket. He has the ability to hit you through the offside by opening his wrists. That's his sort of favourable area. And then when you bowl spin at him, he sweeps, he reverse sweeps. So he has the ability to score all around the wicket, and those guys are tough to stop.
If they have wickets early, though, Kandy, is there a little bit concerned the likes of Carlos, the likes of Hasaranga, they haven't really stepped up with the bat as we perhaps expected?
I think Kamid Mendis will have a bigger role to play because Najibullah Zadran is a cog of that middle order. He's not playing today.
Yeah.
So you got Kamid Mendes at number 3 and you got Ashen Bandar at number 4. Then come the all-rounders from number 5. So that's where, in case Pathum Nisanka or Andre Fletcher gets out in the new ball, that's where the pressure will be on. So Kamid Mendis got to step up to the next level. So I reckon Kandy's bowling is fantastic. Ocean Thomas coming in. I understand why Ocean Thomas plays today because of the extra bounce. And in the evenings, it zips through. That's why Najibullah Zadran misses out. So I reckon, again, the middle order, Kamid Mendis will hold the key at number 3. Or Pathum Nisang, if one of them can bat up to about 15th, 16th over, be that batsman who's going to drag the game possible and have a strike rate close to 100, 110 and get the hitters sort of Chamika, Isuru, Carlos Bradford, Fabian Allen. Those are proven hitters. So if they can play the natural game, I think Kandy Falcons will be hard to beat.
And we know that Chamika Karunaratne is under a little bit of an injury cloud as well. So you just never know how that will impact somebody mentally, perhaps even physically.
Yeah, well, the one thing I do know about him is he'll go through it. He'll try his best to push through today. It's a big game for his franchise, so he gives you 100% all the time. Wonderful cricketer, really good cricketer to have in your dressing room as a coach.
I'm going to get your thoughts on the captaincy of Wanindu Hasaranga after this short break, because as we come out of the break, he's got a bit of a batting contest with one of his teammates. Don't go anywhere, you don't want to miss it.
It's the glory of the nation.
Get set for the fireworks in the Test series. Bangladesh versus India, second Test, tomorrow, 8 a.m.
On Sony Sports Network.
डिलीवरी कब है बेटा?
एक ना मम्मा थी। मम्मा ने खाना बनाना सीखा बच्चों के लिए। बच्चों ने बोला कोरियन खाना है, तो मम्मा ने कोरियन सीखा। बच्चों ने बोला मास्टर शेफ जाओ, मम्मा मास्टर शेफ गई। एक जिद जो बनी एक माँ की ख्वाहिश। क्या बनेगी वो देश की सबसे फेवरेट शेफ?
मास्टर शेफ इंडिया 2 जनवरी से रात 9 बजे सोनी एंटरटेनमेंट टेलीविजन और सोनी लिव पर।
Absolutely incredible.
टूटोगे तो टूटोगे। टूटोगे। वैसे लुटे क्यों हो गए? एक्शन के लिए हैशटैग मजा ऐसे।
अगर लाइफ में लूटना ही है मजे लूटो। जैसे पूरा इंडिया लूटता है WWE के साथ।
WWE means
100% Shook Sports Entertainment.
Only on Sony Sports Network. On Sony Sports Network.
every generation is blessed with a few greats. Some leave their mark, while some mark their arrival. Achieving greatness is a journey, and it begins here. Australian Open starts Monday, 16th January, only on the Sony Sports Network.
प्राइम वॉलीबॉल लीग पावर्ड बाय 823 4 फरवरी से सिर्फ सोनी स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर।
Thank you. That's out. Drop the Wanda. Drop. I'm gonna try a ball of Yoka, heel Yoka, because now he's waiting for the slow one. What? He won't hit here because my mid-off is up. Same. No run. 1. Drop the Wanda. Drop. 8 runs in 2 balls. Okay, happy? Shot. Cover එක අතේද? cover එකක් කොහෙද? cover එක මෙතන ළඟනේ. මම ෆීල්ඩ් එක හදන්නේ. හරිද? දෙක ලං කරනවා. Okay. He's telling me that is 4. Okay. My extra cover is this way, but okay, I'll give him that 4. Okay. Stop now, huh? Why? Fine leg kuda. Fine leg pala leg එක හතරයි. ඒත් fine ගියේ යා. Finish.
We love how competitive those net sessions can get between teammates. And interesting that he commented on, I think he dropped it there, because Andre Fletcher, he scored that 102 not out up against Colombo in the very first game they played each other, and he was dropped 4 times. So Colombo will definitely be hoping they don't drop any tonight.
Yeah, he kept on going with it, and I said nothing about it. And also the word, Isuru mentioned about your favorite, ayo.
Ayo. We love it. Love that word. I'm taking it back home to Australia with me. Mickey Hasaranga, what's impressed you about his captaincy this season?
When India impresses me all the time, I call him the magician. He's got it with bat, ball. He's a very good fielder, but he's also a very good thinker of the game. He understands the game really well. I was just having a little chuckle there, though, because I've seen that many times in the net. The guys arguing, fighting, field placings. It's ridiculous. I love that competitive nature of every one of them.
I don't think I've ever met anyone more competitive than David Warner in the net. So he's actually about to play his 100th test back in Australia, but he's the one, even if with ball in hand, he always thinks that he's got it over them. But let's get back to this one tonight. It's so important. Whoever wins goes through to the final. Colombo head in, having only taken 2 wickets against Kandy this season. How do they change that tonight with ball in hand?
I think if they bowl the way they did yesterday, damage to this Kandy Falcons team, because it was really good stuff. Test match length, test match line, the lengths, the swing, the movements. It was fantastic start. And Galle Gladiators yesterday were bamboozled yesterday by...
Whatever's gone is gone. You can only play your best game now. Go out, clear plans, clear roles, commit to your decisions, and leave everything you have out on the ground.
Who wins tonight?
Mine says Colombo.
Heart says Kandy, mine says Colombo as well.
Who's going to be your man of the match?
Man of the match, Ravi Bopara.
Player of the match?
Pathum Nissanka.
I like it. We've put them on the line. Predictions are out there. We'll hold them accountable after this one. It is the Colombo Stars fighting to keep their season alive up against the Kandy Falcons. They've been top of the table all season long, but they could get knocked out tonight. The Colombo Stars, the Kandy Falcons, a final spot on the line up against the 2-time champions, the Jaffna Kings. Live action coming up.
Oh my God! A wicked suplex, Roman Reigns. Public Bar. Today, Brand Volleyball League, powered by 823, 4 फरवरी से सिर्फ सोनी स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर.
Get set for the fireworks in the Test Series.
On Sony Sports Network. The wicked's calling out to you. It's the sensation of the generation. Can you hear the lions roar? It's the battle of the champions. It's the glory of the nation.
The Kandy Falcons were favourites to enter the finals. But the Jaffna Kings showed them who's the boss in Qualifier 1. The Falcons now face a resurgent Colombo Stars, who overcame their group stage blues with an emphatic win against the Galle Gladiators in the Eliminator. It's Qualifier 2, which will decide the second finalist to clash with the Jaffna Kings for the LPL 2022 title. Welcome to the R Premadasa. It's the penultimate match of the Motherplay.net LPL 2022. One finalist was decided yesterday. One more will be decided today. It's the Kandy Falcons taking on the Colombo Stars. The toss happened just a moment earlier. Colombo Stars captain Angelo Matthews, who's had the lucky coin toss several times, winning the toss, electing to bat first. Fletcher, Nisanka, top order, they've been outstanding. So has Kamindu Mendes, Carlos Brathwaite, the big all-rounder. Haven't seen him in the runs, but he's been outstanding with the ball, topping the tables for that. It's good to see O'Shane Thomas coming to join in. He's been outstanding with the ball too in the couple of matches that he's played. The Colombo Stars, the home side, will have Madushka and Chandimal, who's looked good. You expect him today to understand the role he'll have to play and make sure he bats long. Prasanna in the middle to low order. Benny Howe will expect some runs and wickets from him as well. Lakmal and Rajita outstanding yesterday with ball in hand. We expect to see the same from them this evening. The two opening batsmen, Nisanka and Andre Fletcher. As I say, a very good evening to Amir Sahel.
Good evening to all. Exciting times ahead. Two of the best teams in this LPL locking on. And good to see Hasaranga taking the field along with Karuna Ratne, who had a groin niggle. But let me tell you, they are not fully fit. And if Colombo Stars have their olfactory working properly, should sniff it, get their act together, and they can find a place in the finals.
Crucial for Platoon Nisanka and Reflector to get off to a good start. We'll be interested to see just how they'll go. He's got the only 100 of the LPL this season and two changes in both sides, one each. Prasanna in for Fandase, O'Shane Thomas, the big fast bowler, in for Najibullah. Russell Arnold, your thoughts on those changes?
I like the changes the Kandy Falcons have made because that's the way to go. They've packed their team with batters up to 10 and 11, and yesterday they managed only 143. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. You pick your batters, put the responsibility on them, get us your runs. Then you get your bowlers, do the job. And if you have the option of having all attacking bowlers, that's what you go for. And they have the team and balance to do that. So I was surprised they didn't play O'Shane Thomas yesterday, but what they're doing today is better. But from a Colombo point of view, they always preferred Sikuke Prasanna because he adds another dimension with the bat. Where compared to Fandase, he's fit, so they go with him.
You've been urging to have another fast bowler in the lineup as far as Kandy Falcon is concerned, and that made that change. And I've heard you actually went to their hotel and convinced them.
I can go into any hotel. I've been sleeping for hours after our long days here at the LPL, enjoying that side of it. Because just think about it, Amir, Tino. Chamika Karunaratne, Sri Lanka's best all-rounder, coming in at number 9. Really? Do you need your batting to be that strong or that long? Here's Kasun Rajita with the first ball.
Down the leg side. Saw that yesterday early on as well, but Rajita was outstanding with ball in hand yesterday. This is a look at the surface.
On the dry side compared to yesterday, hardly any scratches. He played very, very nicely for the first game. That was the Kandy Falcons versus the Jaffna Kings. Then at night, it got a little damp and was sticky. Hence, stroke play was difficult. I believe it'll be better today. He's clipped that onto the onside, won't run away.
Yeah, that tinge of grass on the surface is going to help the ball to slide onto the bat. For the batters to trust the pitch and be able to place.
It's the worst right now because we've had a bit of rain and it's sweating. The way the day's been, I doubt we having more dampness to deal with. So that's a good sign as well.
And already, this pitch is showing the signs that is inclined towards the batters. Yes, there is a tinge of grass, but the ball is coming onto the bat nicely as compared to last night.
Yeah, well, it was all happening last night. Oh, that looks good. I think that's straight. The umpire agrees. It's full. It's angled into the leg stump and then just shaping away at the last moment. I don't think there's any need to check up on this one.
I thought so too. That shape late is what would have sealed that decision in his favor because the angle was towards the leg side. Pathum Nissanka had a little discussion with Andre Fletcher. He's missed it. He knows, he'll know. Oh dear, it looks worse there because it actually hit him on the back leg. There's no chance on that. Brilliant start for Kasun Rajitha and the Colombo Stars because Pathum Nissanka is a massive player for the Kandy Falcons. He's gone for 2. Kandy are 3 for 1.
लास्ट ईयर 24 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू किया है. नेट प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी इज 24%.
यहाँ क्यों आए हो यार?
जान का खोना एक ऐसी चीज होती है, उसके जाने के बाद सोचते उस क्या कर सकते थे जो बच जाते. That was the reason we started Medicines.
5 करोड़ 5%. Biggest offer on Shark Tank ever.
Early breakthrough for the Colombo Stars. Kasun Rajitha, who was outstanding with the ball last night, starting well again today. Kamindu Mendes asked to walk out to the middle early.
Yeah, he's a wicket taker, isn't he, Rajitha? What we have seen from him, he has got the ball to wobble and deviate off the surface. His man in form, Kamindu Mendes. Responsibility on him. Yeah, he's not afraid to play his strokes. Went after the ball straight away. The first one he faced. Yeah, he got the ball to leave the batsman. The reason why Nissanka was picked up, he stayed a bit too much inside the line of the delivery. Allowed the ball to swing away from the pads. He was able to hit that ball. How could he miss that one?
Jeez. Pathum Nissanka should have known that, Amir. As a batter, when you nick it, you know it. The bat's not jarring the ground or hitting the pad. Sometimes you miss it when that happens at the same time. But this...
And that... Oh, close! Oh, close! 2 in the first over. They are alight and ablaze. What a good over this has been for Colombo Stars.
That DRS timer is wasting its time, I'll tell you. Because that looked more out than the previous one. He's gone. This is big.
He knew it. He knew it, Andre Fletcher. And there is no better start. Look at that. That is dead in front. Previous ball going away. This one just nipping back in. Look at the celebration on his face. The captain's not happy. You say it's a good over. Well, it's 1 ball short of an over. It could get better here the way he's bowling. Andre Fletcher in for man. Gone for naught. Kandy in trouble early. 4 for 2.
मेरे घर में चाय बनाने के साथ गिराई भी जाती है. कभी अपने साथ साथ फ्रिज को भी खिलाया जाता है. म्यूजिक सिस्टम पे कभी पिक्चर भी दिखाई जाती है. और कार को हाथों से नहीं बस आंखों से छुआ जाता है। ऐसी 101 चीजों।
एक ना मम्मा थी। मम्मा ने खाना बनाना सीखा बच्चों के लिए। बच्चों ने बोला कोरियन खाना है, तो मम्मा ने कोरियन सीखा। बच्चों ने बोला मास्टर शेफ जाओ।
Two slips in. And he's put it down. He's put it down, Benny Howell. It could very easily have been 3 for 2 at the end of the first over. 5 for 2 it is.
टॉयलेट में डिटर्जेंट फिनाइल लगाती हूँ, पैसे बचाती हूँ। हार्पिक जैसा साफ नहीं होता तो क्या?
लेकिन जब कोई गेस्ट आपके टॉयलेट की तरफ जाए और आपका दिल घबराए, उसका क्या? इसीलिए नया और भी गाढ़ा हार्पिक, जो पुराने हार्पिक से ज्यादा देर तक सतह पर टिके, जमकर।
लास्ट ईयर 24 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू किया है। नेट प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी इज 24%।
यहाँ क्यों आए हो यार आप?
जान का खोना एक ऐसी चीज होती है, उसके जाने के बाद सोचते क्या कर सकते थे जो बच जाते। That was the reason we started Medicines
Network.
Not a bright start, not at all. In the qualifier, you needed the openers to set up the game. But the opposite number fast bowler has set up the game beautifully for Colombo Stars. What an over that was. Had the batsman guessing with mixing those deliveries. In swingers to complement them, away swingers.
Suranga Lakmal. He's got 2 slips. And guess what? As it usually happens, a catch goes down, that particular fielder is banished. Benny Howell banished from the slips. There was a discussion between the overs. Who should be in the slips? Probably Chandimal. He's a keeper. You know, they move better. This is that opportunity.